Thank you for tuning in to Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Make sure you got a beverage in your hand. Sit back, relax, and engage with us. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Not Just Girl Talk. I am your host, Ashanti.
And I'm your host, Tiffany.
And thank y'all for tuning in to us for another week, another episode. This is our second week back from being out the office. So y'all, we have to on our shows because we back in the building. You know what I'm saying? I need a little right there.
Yeah.
You know how the music goes. I need that right there. All right, y'all. So joining back to us, y'all already know the flow of the show. Tiffany, let them know where they can contact us, where they can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Not Just Girl Talk.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys tune in to us and follow us on IG at notjustgirl_talk. Again, that's IG at notjustgirl_talk. We're also available on Facebook at Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. Again, that's Not Just Girl Talk with Tiffany and Ashanti. And we're also on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit the little bell, and get all of the notifications. But that's at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. Not Just Girl Talk Podcast on YouTube. And then we are available in the Twitter universe at Not Just Girl T. And again, that's at Not Just Girl T on Twitter. And then our blossoming, that's what we say now, TikTok account at Not Just Girl Talk Podcast. At Not Just Girl Talk Podcast on TikTok. Check some of our videos out.
Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all commenting so that we can know that y'all are listening and engaging with us throughout our shows. We thank y'all for the continuous love and support that you all are showing us. We are truly grateful and excited. So, Tiff, what you've been having popping for the weekend? Nope. Before you tell me what you got popping for the weekend, our beverage of the day. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm back. I did that last week. Look at me rushing. Look at
It's okay, friend.
Let me slow down. Okay. I'm so excited. I need to calm down.
It's okay, friend.
So, moving into our beverage of the day, y'all already know we want to know what you're sipping on when you are listening to us. So, Tiff, what you got? What you sipping on this week?
I am sipping on a little Moscato bubbly. Moscato bubbly. Brought it back. Old school.
Okay. Tiff be switching up. I be kind of staying the same. Sparkling. My sparkling beverage that I do have, and I did again at a shot, just one minor shot of liquor, of a Smirnoff. I kind of been on my little kick. So I'm trying to drink without drinking, if that makes sense.
Tell me you drink without telling me you drink. That's what you mean? Okay.
Yeah, like that. You got it though.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Y'all got me. All right, so that's what I'm sipping on. Let us know what you all are drinking on when you're listening to us. Put it in the comments what you're sipping on when you're listening to Not Just Girl Talk. All right, now I'm so ready to get to the weekend because I had a good weekend. So, Tiff, what you been doing? What's been going on in your space? What's happening?
Well, not much, girl. Just running. Of course, school is back, so we're adjusting. We've lost a teacher already, math and science, which is
you lost a teacher, meaning she don't work there.
No, she don't work there. She's
okay. It's COVID. We gotta be.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Well, I'm not gonna violate HIPAA, but no, she did not pass away.
Okay.
But COVID is still real. But yeah, she's no longer there. So that is hopefully teachers, it's a teacher shortage. So we're gonna figure out what to do with the baby so they can learn because I feel bad.
Does that affect you with her being
Absolutely. Because they can't stay by themselves. And we have no subs. And by the way, if you're in the Nashville area, please apply for Metropolitan Nashville Public Schools. We need subs and we pay very well. So that's just my little disclaimer. Now, but
not recruiting. I'm not the recruit.
I got a platform. I'm telling you, we paying.
Not the recruit.
We got you. And then Aaron just did gymnastics. So that's it. Just rolling with gymnastics, grading, and because grades are due next week. I mean, this Friday. Excuse me. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's just
well, you've
like
been
yeah, rolling. So,
busy.
so what you been up to, ma'am?
Well, so football,
Of
little
course.
league. With I know I'm such a football mom, and I'm the mom that's loud in the crowd. And if my child mess up on the play, I'm yelling from the stands.
Mhm.
They know me and who my kids are. So my man had his little league game. When I say man, he came through on the light up. He had an open tackle, and he tackled the dude. I was like, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So man had good tackle. Then fat on the football field. So I had two highlight moments. Fat on the football field, and he had a blow up tackle, so he was on the defense. He had a nice little blow up tackle that made the highlights for the schools like in the area who play. So he made one of the highlights for the week. Yes, he did. So I'm excited, ready to get back into the next games, get him back on the field. Man on the field. Oh, basketball tryouts. So having basketball tryouts with the boys for middle school. Football games this week. So very active during the week. And then I also me time. I had sushi. I went out with sushi with some friends, and we had a good time. Good talks, good drinks, laughing. We also went down to the city, and they had like a festival on the harbor. We walked through there, masked up, fully vaxxed, but I still be
Absolutely.
masked up.
Okay.
So I can't be
You know, we
trusted for the
eligible for
folks.
our booster, teachers. I'm about to get my booster.
You going for the booster? I don't know about the booster, Tim.
They
You
say
finna get the
teachers are
booster?
eligible, but y'all
You
ain't.
ready
I
for the
mean,
booster?
it's been. They said if it's as long as it's been 6 months. It has been six. I got it in March, so it's been 6 months, and I ain't chancing nothing. I mean, I'm around
Do
kids
you need
every
the
day.
booster? Well, that's true, but
I'm around more. Like I'm around a lot of like bodies
yeah,
every day. I got one out now with COVID.
okay. Yeah, so oh my God, I'm just not. It took me a minute to get on board with the regular shot. Now the booster, I'm kind of a little nervous on the booster. I want to do mine once a year, like a flu shot. That's how I feel like. Let me do mine once a year. I don't want a boost right now. Give me a boost when I reach my year mark, and then boost
Mhm.
me up then. I like that. But boosting me up now, I'm not really too hot up on boosting up right now. I know. I'm
Yeah, I
just
mean,
nervous.
I got a little bit more complications too. So I gotta
Okay,
say,
yeah, that's true. That is true. So I mean, I agree. But overall, my weekend was pretty good, fun, out, hanging out, kids. I love my Friday night varsity and my Saturday morning little league football, basketball finna be in the mix in a minute. Jay got her choir, so we got choir going. We got band. Oh, we got band too. So we got band, choir. So we at the what we in October. So no, November and December be all those recitals.
oh
So
Lord,
I'll tell
see,
y'all
I'm
how they went.
tired just listening to you.
And I'm excited. Like this is my space. Like I've been so excited to. I couldn't wait for my kids to get to this age because I was ready to be at like all they
See,
stuff. Like yeah, this is the space I've been
you
waiting
know, I
for.
tried dance, girl.
Yeah,
It
so
wasn't in my
this is
ministry.
definitely. Oh god.
It wasn't.
But see, I've been waiting for this space, and we finally here. So that's been my weekend pretty much going on. So we moving on to our sip on it or speak on it. So what you got for us, Tiff? What we talking about?
So we talking about Chloe, Beyonce's
Mm.
protege. Actually, it was Chloe and Haley, but Haley is playing Little Mermaid. Now, Chloe's being a solo artist, and she looks like they got her. I want to see it. Like, she definitely looks like Little Mermaid when I seen her dressed up. So,
Who
you know,
Haley?
Haley, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it Haley? Chloe and Haley? Is it
I don't
Haley?
know.
Okay.
But I
Well,
mean,
y'all know
y'all
what
know
we
what
talking
we
about.
mean. We
Yeah.
gonna tag you,
Y'all
please. Target to the brain, not the heart.
y'all
Right.
know who we talking about.
So yeah, it's a little bit of controversy with her. You know, she's a solo artist and she's got a new song out, and people are, comparing her, of course, to Beyonce. But I will say, I think she bad. Like, I be like on her TikTok and stuff. I'm like, oh hey,
Mhm.
girl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think she's Beyonce. I think because she's Beyonce's protege. Of course, you see similarities, maybe, but
Right.
I think she worked hard and she's a great artist, in my opinion.
I
I don't
like
know why
her.
people hate.
Well, I like her. She can sing. Very talented young lady. I do have a slight issue though. I honestly feel like she's being over sexualized.
Mm.
I just feel like it's done, but it's overly sexualized. Like, even though the song is Lord Have Mercy, Buddha so big, Lord Have Mercy, I feel like we can be sexy and classy, but I think it's kind of getting too sexualized. I understand that this is the trend, the booty
Yeah,
out, the twerking, the
yeah,
showing your body, like that's kind of the female trend per se. But I also feel like you can dial it back and be sexy. Like, I don't know, even when I look at some pictures that's being done, it's over sexualized. You got a body naturally,
yeah.
I'm assuming. You got a shape, like you already got a body. And for it to be overly done, and I just think they're putting more emphasis on her body than on her talent. It's just me. This is
Yeah,
how I think. I think
I mean,
if
but
she's talented
I look at,
alone,
but see, I think, I guess we're in a generation where, I mean, if you like that, may be what she feels like herself. Like, I
mhm,
feel like a sexual being. This is my alter ego, and this is how I'm expressing it. You know, and Cardi B, the Meg the Stallions, the everybody. I mean that, So Lil Nas, shit. I mean, you know what I'm
that's
saying.
not.
So you know what I
That's
mean. It's just that's what it is. So hide you don't show your kids this. You know what I mean? So it's just
I
I
don't
don't
even
have
know
a
if
problem.
showing your kids that. I'm fine with. I mean, I'm not worried about the kid. I'm just saying her as an artist. Let's not overshadow her vocal and her musical talent by focusing on her body. That's
So
all
is
I'm
that
saying.
because she's R&B versus rap?
Mm,
Okay.
I just think, but okay. So even if you like, we are. I guess because of how we were introduced to her. Let's start there. I think it's because our introduction to her and to them as a duo, and then when you branch off, and now your first song is "Booty So Big, Lord Have Mercy." When we used to, you and your sister, I mean, I like the song. I be singing it. I'm cool with the song, but our introduction to her was not sexualized. It was not booty clapping. It was not the little this and the little that. Now that you've branched off, your introduction is very sexualized. So I think whereas you got Megan Thee Stallion, she already came in with the twerking. She already
Mm-hmm.
came in with the body, with the booty. Like, like that's just what she came in as. Cardi B, we
Okay.
already know how she
Yeah.
is. I think that's my take away from her as an artist because we used to her being vocally talented
Yeah.
alone. And I feel like that's kind of being watered down with the fact that she just has the body. That's
Yeah.
all. That's kind of how I think.
Yeah.
That's
And
it. And I like her.
I
I think
agree.
she's super talented. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if Beyonce is one, if I'm a Beyonce protege, I'm a Beyonce protege. Y'all make it, y'all not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
But I
I'm not a
see what you
Beyonce
mean.
fan.
How she
Yeah, like
came
her.
in when
Yeah,
she
the
branched off.
introduction to her wasn't that. Even when I could see, let's say they came in, still, of course, the sisters, but they came in a little more sexualized. Then I can expect what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So I kind of, for me, that's just my opinion on it. When it comes to
Yeah.
her. But I am excited to see her sister in Little Mermaid,
No,
and I
me
think her sister
too.
got a breast job. You said her sister,
Who?
she got a breast done. Her
Who?
sister, Haley.
Really?
She had a breasticles. She had a little breast done. They look good. She look good. Like they ain't too big
Shoot.
for her body.
Hey, I ain't got
It
no.
look. Let me say, it looked like she got her breast done. If I go back to the pictures then and now, I'm pretty sure she got her breast done. But she looked really pretty. See, and then you look at her sister. Even though she's branching off, she's kind of showing herself a little bit, but she's doing it in a classier way. I just don't want them to diminish her because of her body and make it over sexualized when she's truly talented alone.
Yeah.
This is kind of how I feel about that topic.
Yeah.
With a sip on to speak on it, y'all. Let us know what y'all think. How y'all feel about kind of like the controversy that's kind of, it's not
Yeah.
big, but it is talk. It is chatter. It's kind of
Yeah.
happening in regards to Chloe. Now, segueing into our topic of the day, we're going to be speaking on breaking generational curses. And it sounds heavy, but it don't have to be that heavy. So Tiff, you want to start about what you think being on generational curses?
Absolutely. I think
Okay.
we were raised a certain kind of way. This generation is just different at this point. We know it. And I know because I teach. So I'm seeing the generation now every day. I know how the kids are and stuff. But when we grew up, it just was so different. But I do think that this generation, for example, they suffer from a lot of mental health and things like that. But I feel like when I would like to, if I'm breaking generational curses, try to let kids express themselves. I think when we were growing up, it was what goes on in our home stays in our home. We don't
Mm-hmm.
need therapy. Therapy is, or you deal with it. Stop being, kind of man up or
Soft.
woman up. Soft. You know what I mean? So now I just think there's so many, and I see it in the school system, kids that truly have trauma and things like that, and are not dealing with it. And it's like, we need to break that. I think that it's okay to seek help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get therapy. It's nothing wrong with that. If you need anxiety medicine, whatever it is, like, I don't think you should be shunned, or we need to be able to have discussions about trauma and things like that. Also with
Mm-hmm.
finances, we just, used to you just making it, and that's it. So now I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to create now. For me, I knew
Mm-hmm.
I survived definitely and I was taken care of, but I'm trying to create generational wealth for my babies. And so that's our
Yeah.
goal every day. Like, so
Yeah.
talking about finances, that's things we didn't talk about growing up. Not that it's anybody's
Mm-hmm.
fault. You do what you know. I get it. But I'm trying to try something different with my babies. I'm
Yeah.
teaching them, about saving, about, you know, what you need and what you don't need, balancing that, how much
Yeah.
percentage you need to spend on a want versus a need, what's
Yeah.
priorities and things like that. So we're constantly talking about that. I think
Yeah.
children should have a voice too. I think
Yeah.
that they have feelings and they shouldn't have to sweep it
Suppress
under the
them.
rug. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes
I
sense.
agree. I agree, and financial literacy is actually on my list as well when we talk
Absolutely.
about generational curses because I want my kids to be in a space of knowledge of finances, how they spend, what they bring in, and also going back because TD Jakes this morning when for the word he had said that his wife comes in his little space and she put a note in there today and it said don't um, live your life um, making a living that you forget to live. And I was like, I so like that because I know for
Yes.
me, I'm very focused on providing. I don't know that I forget to live, but I can see that it can happen and creep up on me that I could be in a space where I can forget to live because I'm so busy trying to make a living, and that goes for people who have it all, who don't have it all, because you got
Yeah.
money, you're like, okay, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep this
Yeah.
up, that you never sit back and live. So for
Enjoy.
my kids, yeah. So for me in my space, I'm definitely trying to build that financial literacy within my kids now. Whereas some things weren't talked about financially at home, I think I do talk about finances with them. Like if they want to do a sport, it costs XYZ amount of dollars. Is it something that you're interested in? Do you really want it, need it? So we definitely, and I also do like when they get A's, B's, or whatever. I did a chart And I said, for every A is worth like $1,000, a B is worth $500, and so forth and so forth. So I'm like, how much money you got? I'm like, okay, well, you want a car? What kind of car you gonna get? Well, this kind of car. Look it up. Tell me how much that car costs. Okay, now tell me what kind of house you want to live in. Okay, tell me how much the house costs. What kind of car? What you want, kids or no kids? One
Yeah.
child, two kids. Like how much
Yeah.
daycare costs? Look it up. So I kind of do that with their grades, and I put a dollar amount beside it, and the lifestyle that they want to live based on the grades that they make. Because
They
right
be
now
in a
all they got is
deficit probably.
grades. Right. So right now all they got is grades. Right. And I'm like, oh, you want to go out to eat all the time? Or you gonna cook at home? You gonna buy groceries? What you gonna, so I'm like, what kind of food you gonna buy? Like, I'm literally trying to get them in that space, and I do that with their grades in the chart, and it's so funny to see them and they paycheck, and they was like, I said, you gotta add taxes. They was like, taxes,
Absolutely. Insurance too.
insurance, taxes. They was like, wait a minute, mom, wait a minute. And it was so interesting to see how then they mind shifted. Was
Yeah.
like, I ain't gotta go out to eat every day. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you got a social life. Who you want to travel a lot? You want to hang out? What they cost a weekend? So definitely financial literacy. I'm currently working on just in a fun to make it fun too, and so they can see kind of what they're doing in the space of finances to kind of link it together. So and they really like that.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
do that with my kids at school too. Like I'm like, what y'all want to be
Yeah.
when y'all grow up? Y'all want to go to college? And they in middle school, like I hate school and all of this and stuff. I was like, well, at least want a high school diploma, hopefully. So let's just say
Mhm.
we graduate high school and that's it. So now, what job you want to do? Because it got to be something that only requires a high school diploma. So I speak
Yeah,
truth
so
to that.
yeah, because the level of thinking evolves
Yeah.
because I think, like you're saying, breaking generational curses and kids having a voice.
Mhm.
With us being young and our parents felt like the business of the adults when it comes to finances and household was just their business, and it wasn't them for them to disclose to us in any facet. So because of that, we don't have the true knowledge of what it would take to run certain things, what it takes financially to do things, because money conversations were taboo.
Absolutely.
So,
I definitely.
mhm,
And parents, if I don't know about you, but I feel like we're
mhm,
more likely to try, like if we're not happy at jobs and stuff, like see if it's something better out there and stuff. And I
mhm,
know personally, my mom's like, you got a good job, you just stay there and you
yeah.
hate it. I just feel like, I
Uh,
mean, I went to school, I did all this. I'm gonna keep looking until I feel that I'm valued. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
not saying
yeah.
everything will be perfect, but I think our generation, excuse me, is more willing to be looking outside instead of back then. They just like, I'm staying put
It
because
says
they ain't getting nothing.
staying. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
staying. You know, I'm
we,
not doing that.
yeah,
Also for me and my family, I know we have right now most of most of people teen pregnancies.
oh,
So that's a big generational curse that
yeah,
want to break off of our family, even my current household. But my niece Kyla, 18. No, she's gonna be 18. No pregnancies, no little babies.
yes,
And some people may be like, well, she may like maybe think it's not a good thing, but for me, it's a great thing. For my niece, it's a great thing to break that generational curses where we were teen moms. And my mom was a teen mom. Her mom was a teen mom. I was a teen mom. Like, just that generation. I think my grandma, if I'm not mistaken, my auntie, like
yeah,
just getting that off of us. And right now with her making it at least, even to
yeah.
18, no children, bless you, no
Thank you.
things of such. So I'm truly, happy for that. And also with Jay, giving her the tools and stuff, generational curses from teen pregnancy. And my sons, I'm having no kids either. The boys too. We
Absolutely.
kind of be omitting the boys like they ain't the ones that help have the baby.
Yeah.
We be like, girls, if you think about it, teen pregnancy, all you really think about are girls. You
Yeah.
never associate teen pregnancy with the boys
But it
ever.
doesn't stop the boy's life.
But they still are a part of teen pregnancies.
Yeah,
They're
they are.
teen.
But
Not that
I
they
think the
carrying
reason
the
we
baby
don't,
per
right, I don't
se.
think we talk about it because um, it doesn't change their life as much as a girl. So what I mean is they can go off to college where a girl may say, I don't know that college is in the future, or more so be willing to give it up, versus
Mhm.
that boy can say, yeah, I'll send you something when I get a little something, but I'm gonna go to college and live,
Mhm.
and move on. So it's still it's on the girl and possibly her mother or and
Yeah,
father.
that's why I'm so happy I got a lot of boys because I already said, that's on that girl.
You
That's
know?
her folks. That's her folks got to deal with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. What else I got? Oh, this is a big one for me. I do not want my sons to be living with no women, driving no women cars. My daughter let no dude drive her car, living with a dude before they become, married. Like that is big for me. That's why I try to teach them how to take care of their business, because I need my sons to know how to take care of their own business. So you're going to have your own space, your own car, your own stuff. Like you're going to know how to be self sufficient without a woman. So when she comes in, she's going to be your helpmate, and you're going to know how to provide and lead the household. Because when
Yeah.
you come up and you living with a girl, you already driving her car, you ain't got your own this, your own that. Heck to the no, no, no. So that's a
Definitely
big
don't
one for
want
me.
to mama's boys too, or stuff like that that's attached to their mama, still living with their mama and stuff, and not trying to do more. And that's just me seeing, not necessarily my situation, but I've just seen like guys just depend on my mama did it or my mom does this. So, they don't have to grow up type thing. Now you're
Oh, my son ain't got
different.
to worry about that.
Exactly.
Mama
So
ain't,
that's what I'm
nah.
saying.
My
Yeah.
mama said, no. My mama ain't going. Good.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
But that's a big thing for me for them is to be self sufficient young men. Don't be a stereotype where you just living off a girl in her stuff, dropping her off at work while in her car. I lived that life.
Yeah.
I'm telling what I know and the lived and the done and the did. And I for sure don't want Jay to be doing it. And I for sure don't want my sons to be the dude being like that. Like that's something I definitely preach for them top notch. Pray that they don't fall into those ways of like none of that. That's a big one. All these are really big for me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
All these are
I
real
think
big.
it should be, generational curses, of course. Anything from, mental health or uh, even down to physical illness, Like I got high blood pressure. I don't know that
Mm.
I openly talked about it,
Oh.
but we were, I am different. I do have high blood pressure, and I do think I am cautious, and it could have been with my undergrad degree too, but I'm
Mhm.
cautious of how I eat. Now, I'm not saying I eat the best every day, but I do eat different from my parents. My dad is doing better now, but all they asked me at the doctor, what do you have a history of this? It's easier for me to tell you what I don't have a history of, family history of. It's like that. They got
Mm.
everything. Now I do have hypertension, but it was, I don't think it was that I was overweight per se. It was just genetics for me. And so going
Oh.
forward, my babies, we eat healthy. I mean, healthier. I'm not gonna say all the
Yeah.
time,
Okay.
but I'm cautious. Like, are y'all eating fruit, vegetables? Um, are you? We don't buy. We limit juices. Like we were
Yeah.
a water household, but when we had kids, we're like, they're kids. So, but we buy the Capri Sun refreshers. So,
Yeah.
and they get like one a day. Like I send water to school. Like, yeah. So my kids have never had a soda. Now, I'm not saying they won't, they just haven't yet. Now, when they're introduced to it or whatever, then that's fine. But we don't buy sodas for us. So it's nothing that we're not necessarily, I don't feel like depriving them. We just don't drink it. So, in
Right.
turn, my kids don't, so they don't know it. So we just
Hmm.
try to make healthier choices eating, because it does affect your health, and especially
That's a
I
good
got
one.
high blood pressure and I have MS, so I'm very big on trying to maintain a certain sense of health, and I know eating
Hmm.
is the biggest way to combat that kind
Yeah.
of,
Yeah. That's a real good one. I like that. That's a really, really
yeah.
good one. Um, I don't have, let's see, I don't really have any medical family history per se. So But I like that. That is definitely one that I don't think we consider as breaking as a generational curse, because we always kind of associate it with other things that are more tangible or things that happen outside of health. But definitely health from a generational perspective is a really, really, really good one. I like that a lot.
And staying properly in relationships that are healthy too. I
Hey,
mean, you know,
break that curse. Break that.
you know what I mean?
Break that
Not that
curse.
say that, and it's not about um putting anyone down. It's just that these
Hmm.
are things you stay because that's the comfort. You know what I mean? Whereas I do
Yeah.
think, we talked about last week, being strong women, and it's different from it was back then. But like
Right.
we are breaking that. I think a lot of women are like, let me try to be an entrepreneur. Let me try to do things for myself and
Yeah.
not feel like I don't have a choice because I can't do it by myself. I
Hmm.
can't, they are financially stable. So I need to do what, this person or husband or
Hmm.
whoever significant other says because I gotta be here. I need that
I need
financial
this.
help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And we
I
are
don't want
breaking
my
it
kids to feel
down.
like you need to stay in a place that's not healthy. I will say
Hmm.
that that's not healthy. If you know you need to get
Yeah.
out of a marriage or a relationship, walk
Yeah.
away and feel comfortable with it.
And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be ugly. It's not gonna
And
be
know that I
pretty.
got
But
your
if
back always.
whatever they mean, that's what that smile meant.
Yeah. I'm
She
just
meant
saying.
whatever way we need to come, we
Mm-hmm.
coming.
So,
But yeah, I agree. We are breaking those generational curses for women, Black women coming up, coming into the
yes.
entrepreneur space, being creatives in the space, just opening doors that weren't even allowed for
Right.
us. We're entering those rooms.
Right. Having a
And I
seat at the
was,
table.
hmm now I was listening to See the Thing Is podcast, and they were saying that because not pretty much because, but are we as Black women kind of being accepted into the space because right now of like how they got to meet their quota. Some companies got to meet the Black
Yeah.
quota.
Affirmative action.
Right. So are we meeting quotas, or are we entering the rooms because of our skills? And for
Mm.
me, I feel like whichever way God opens the door for you to enter the room, then that's how you enter the room. At that point, I feel like it's up to you to maneuver and work the room according to your benefit and to help benefit and bring in others that don't have to come in off the
Yes.
bats of being just a quota, if you will. So
Yeah.
whatever way is opened up is the way that you're meant to come in and bring others in behind you.
I do. I agree with that. So, and it's, I would say like we got divorced parents too and things like that. So,
Hmm.
we try to, be cautious when we get married and things like that. And so,
Yeah.
you know, so all of these things, like we definitely, I think as we grow, we've been friends since middle school and,
Yeah.
our lives and things like that have been, different. We do things differently now. And that's okay
We
because
do.
we do want to break some of these generational curses so that it doesn't keep living on and it's passed down from our children.
Yeah.
So we definitely thought this was a important topic to talk about. It's okay for kids to
Yeah.
speak up. It's okay for them to talk and say if they need therapy or they're not okay. Heck, it's
Yeah.
okay for us to say we're not okay, not even just our kids.
Man,
Because
what?
we couldn't. That wouldn't, you don't need no
Yeah.
therapy. They all in your business. What they gonna tell you? And like
Yeah.
no, it's
Hmm.
it's okay to not
It
be okay.
is.
It is okay
Yeah.
not be okay. It's okay
Yeah.
to ask
And
for help. It's okay.
hmm it
So
is. And we definitely praying against these generational curses. And along with prayer is work, because work,
yeah.
we have to work for the prayer to work. You cannot just pray the prayer and not do the work behind it. So we are definitely
Yes.
doing the work that it takes for those generational curses to be broken and to be covered,
Yes.
to cover generations upon generations upon generations. So I feel
Mhm.
like the work that we're doing now and the prayers will allow for those generational curses to be broke for multiple generations. And if you are listening to this, this applies to you, your family, your life, us, our family, our life, that we are doing the work that it takes, coupled with the prayers that are needed to break multiple generational curses. So
Absolutely.
I just felt that in my spirit. I had to go and release that. So let us know. Just put in our comments what generational curses that you're wanting to break, that you're instilling in your kids. We'll definitely cover those with a prayer. We will, because me and Tiffany, we do pray, over our podcast, over our show. And if we have an audience who wants to put in the comments, what generational curses that you all want to be broken and that you're working on to be broken, we definitely come into agreement with you on that. And we are wrapping this segment up. So we're going to do soul food, because y'all know we like to give y'all something to feed y'all soul. So Tiffany, what we got?
Yes. So our soul food for this week, we're talking about breaking generational curses. And I'm thinking like we're leading our destiny, leading our life for our household. So our soul food for this week is sometimes you have to stop being scared and just go for it. Either it will work or it won't. That's life. So stop being scared and just go for it.
Yeah. I like that. That really helped me personally. Like that because I be scared. I talk myself out of stuff sometimes. So I really like that quote. Okay, y'all. We wrapping the show up, and as always, it's two things that we want you to do when you're listening to Not Just Girl Talk. Number one is to refill your cup
and vibe with Tiffany and Ashanti.